I had quite a late start this morning. I wanted to get here actually 3 hours ago at 7 o'clock in the morning. But it's already past 10 o'clock in the morning, so kind of late. Sometimes you just gotta sleep in. But today I'm going for some big bass and some big pickerel. And this is the first time I've ice fished this pond in about 2 years. It's about a 45-minute drive away from where I live, but I just love fishing this place. There's 6-7 pound bass in here. These are literally called giant shiners at the bait shop I go to. This one actually might be a pike minnow. They have two sizes. A pike minnow slightly bigger than a giant shiner. But these are $2 a piece. So hopefully with this big bait I'll be able to catch a big bass. Now I'm fishing about 9 feet of water right here, so I'm gonna send it about 7-8 feet down. Now that jawjacker is gonna be my first line. And in New Hampshire you're allowed 6 lines at the same time. So I got that one jawjacker, I got 4 tip-ups, and then I'm gonna be jigging in my bob house. So finally, after walking like a mile to the spot, I'm all set up. I got my Garmin set up right here. I'm fishing 9.5 feet deep. And along with fishing those 5 other lines right now with those extra large shiners, I'm gonna be using a 32nd ounce jig head with just a little wax worm. Basically just to fill in the time before my tips go off, but there are bluegill and crappie and perch everywhere in this pond, so I really don't think I'm gonna have a problem finding some panfish. Alright, so I picked up these wax worms at Bass Pro Shops for like $3 or $4. And I'm just gonna be tipping it like that and throwing it down under. Super easy. This thing looks big. Ooh. First fish for me today. He's right at the hole here. I gotta play him nice and soft. Definitely doesn't want to come up to this hole. There we go. Good bass. There we go. Ooh, right in the snoot there. Jawjacker did its thing. That's awesome. First bass for me today. Maybe 1.5 pounds. Maybe soaking wet. But that's awesome. First fish today on that giant shiner. What a beautiful bass. All right, let's put her back. Sweet. Has been pretty slow so far. Been here for about maybe half an hour and just that one fish to show for it so far. Well, so far only that one bass, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, got a flag. Ooh, something's on here. Got him. That has a lot of weight, guys. Lot of weight. That is my PB bass through the ice. If I can keep him hooked, he's my PB bass right here. Through the ice. He is giant. This is why I use giant shiners right here. If I can land him. When he's at the hole, that's the most dangerous. That's usually when they spit. Let him run, that's fine. Let him run. It's all good. I just need his head. Like this. Oh my God. What a giant. Gotta get this hook out for him. My hand is all the way down in there. Oh, there. All right. Wow. Giant bass. Let's give her some air real quick. That's why I come to this pond. It took a while for me to get her. But, man, this thing is every bit of 5 pounds. What? What? Look at the size of this beast. The head on her is just giant. Every bit of 5 pounds. Definitely my personal best through the ice. Let's get her back. Oh my God. What a beautiful fish. There she goes. Well, that turned my day around real quick. And I know there's big ones in here like that. Actually, I know there's quite a bit of big ones like that in here. That's why I chose to drive 45 minutes to this pond. Now, I wasn't even sure if it was gonna be safe ice, but I'm fishing about 4 or 5 inches right now. The only sketchy part is getting on and off the ice. All right, that was my buddy. He might be showing up a little bit later too, which is perfect. So I'll give him some of my giant shiners, and that's 6 more lines in the water. Now, right now there are 5 other people fishing this small pond right now, but behind me there's nobody. Having more lines in the water, the better for sure, especially using those giant shiners, because I'm not going to be catching little yellow perch like last video on these giant shiners. Figured I would take a minute and show you guys what rod I'm using and why I'm using it. This is a medium power code blue from 13 Fishing. Perfect for bass, perfect for pickerel, perfect for even walleye, even though in New Hampshire they stock walleye in literally only 2 ponds in the entire state. Now, I got it paired up with, I believe, 20-pound braid to a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. And I mean, this thing was cheap. I think it was only like 30 bucks. So you're not gonna break the bank with this, and it's a really nice rod. I will say though, if you're gonna be going for like little bluegills, little crappie, yellow perch, and like that, I would use a light power rod. This might be a little bit too stiff for a super light application like that, but for what I'm doing today, it's perfect. Got a flag. Got him. Oh, giant again, I think. Oh my God. All right, this is even bigger than before. I don't know what it is yet. Jesus. I can't even get him close to the hole yet. All right, I just saw my leader. How big is he? Feels way bigger than my 5-pounder I caught. Way bigger. Okay, I'll take that. Wow. Fought harder than my 5, but this one's maybe 4.5. Can't believe that. What a nice bass. Wow. Are you serious? What another solid bass. Well, this is the second biggest bass I've ever caught through the ice. And of course my GoPro died walking over here. Of course, but man, look at this bass. It's every bit of 4.5. But fought so much harder than that 5. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I don't have much to say. Gotta use big shiners for big bass. I just want to show you guys the size of one of these fish I'm using. Look at this. This is what the bait shop calls a pike minnow. One of the biggest shiners I've ever seen. But I'm a true believer in bigger bait, bigger fish. So that's why when I go for bass, I always choose the biggest they have. Completely different for trout. For trout, I'll go with small, maybe medium. All right, so my buddy said he is gonna be showing up. He probably should be here within 10 minutes or so. So just to save him some time, I'm gonna be drilling all of his holes real quick. My buddy got here literally within 2-3 minutes of being here. Solid bass. Finally. First flag in a while.
I just blew it, I did.
Yeah, that was a horrible hook.
I'm sorry! Yeah, I was due for a couple.
Alright, so it is 4 o'clock right now. Got here about 10 o'clock in the morning, and the day actually started off pretty slow. I hooked into that one bass that was about 1.5 pounds, but then probably an hour and a half after that, hooked into that 5-pounder, and then 20 minutes later, hooked into that 4.5 pounder. But literally nothing since. It's been hours since my last tip up. Packing everything up right now.